Merry Christmas, Gemini. This is Tracy from Northeast Tarot, and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast for the week of December 18th through the 24th. This is for Gemini Sun, Gemini Moon, and Gemini Rising signs. So Gemini, for this reading, I'm using the Wheel of the Year Tarot deck along with the Messages from Your Angels Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. Alright, and at the bottom of the deck, I do have the Queen of Swords. Interesting. So I do have a couple here. We have the Queen and the King of Swords. We actually have the Queen of Swords, and then I do have two Kings here. So for you Gemini women, there could be two men around you. That could be very significant for some of you. And then for other Geminis, you know, your partnership, your relationship could be significant this week. With the Queen of Swords here at the bottom of the deck, I see many of you coming up very much in your element, which is good. You know, she's someone who's very serious. She's sharp, she's clever, she's very serious. She's someone who pays attention to the details. And she's definitely a planner. I see her as someone who's very organized. So because the overall energy is the Eight of Pentacles, there definitely could be some Geminis that you're concentrating on something incredibly important this week. You're really focused on this. You could be devoting a lot of time and energy into whatever this is. The Eight of Pentacles for me is a worker energy. So for those of you that it's not something career related or you don't work for a living, it could be a project. There could be something just that has your complete attention this week. For those of you that it is work related, the Eight of Pentacles again is that worker energy. Some of you could be maybe starting a new job. There could be some stuff going on within the workplace this week. Maybe some of you even picked up some extra hours, something like that. But I definitely see many of you working incredibly hard. Now we're starting out with the Knight of Swords. Interesting. We have the Knight of Swords, we have the King of Swords, I have the Queen of Swords. So there could be some Geminis that maybe there is another air sign person around you that's significant. So maybe another Gemini, an Aquarius, or a Libra. The Knight of Swords is someone who acts very quickly. You know, he's a very hasty knight. So for some of you could be dealing with a confusing situation. For those of you that this is your partner, you know, there could be something going on. It's very confusing. Also, you know, maybe for a small number of you, there could have been, you know, maybe some conflict, some arguments. This knight tends to just kind of charge forward, rush into situations. He also can say things that he regrets, that gets him in trouble. And we have the Devil here, and I have the Five of Swords. So the Five of Swords for me is a challenging energy. And so I would say watch your communication. But for some of you, this might be your significant other. Maybe your significant other said some things or acted too hasty when it comes to a situation, a matter. Some of you could definitely be experiencing some challenges with another person. And then for other Geminis, this of course could be your energy, especially if you're a male Gemini. You might want to just kind of leave behind a situation. You could be in a relationship. You could be in an environment, a situation that maybe you know it's just toxic or it's not healthy for you, with the Devil and the Knight of Swords energy here. Some of you, you know, you're ready to maybe cut yourself free here from this toxic environment, this negative situation that's no longer serving you. Some of you might feel stuck. But I think that with this energy that you have here, you're figuring things out. You're going to find a way. With the Devil and the Five of Swords, you know, the Five of Swords can be, for me, a little bit more of an aggressive energy, an aggressive approach. So there could be some Geminis that you're taking on a little bit more of an aggressive approach when it comes to some sort of situation that maybe you know isn't good for you. Could be a toxic relationship, you know, maybe a negative work environment, a living situation, just something that's no longer serving you. It could be, you know, a negative behavior, like a bad habit, something like that, something that's no longer serving you. And this could be, you know, where your focus is you're focused on freeing yourself in some way, getting away from this energy. Now, what's interesting is we have these two kings here, and they're looking at one another. We have the King of Swords looking at the King of Cups. The King of Cups is looking directly at the King of Swords. So for some of you, maybe an air energy is significant. For others, there could be a water sign energy that's significant. There could be some Geminis that you have two men around you that are significant. And what's interesting is we have this King of Cups here, and then I have the Seven of Wands here as well. So the Seven of Wands can be a defensive energy. So there could be some Geminis that you're defending this person. Maybe you're defending yourself against this person. The Seven of Wands for me is what I call that warrior spirit. So this is someone who has a lot of inner strength, a lot of courage, you know, a lot of fight in them. So they're not about to back down anytime soon. So because we have the two sixes here underneath, we have a couple of sixes. So sixes for me represent balance and harmony, and it's a much easier, lighter energy than this energy here. So for some of you, you might have something going on right at the start of the week, but by the end of the week, I think that things are going to calm down. You're going to feel a lot more balanced here towards the end of the week. And we have a progression here from the 5 to the 6 of Swords, which is the end of, you know, a challenging situation. You're moving forward, you're moving towards, you know, calmer waters. For some of you, you're leaving this maybe difficult situation behind. And with the 6 of Pentacles here, there could be some Geminis that you're receiving some sort of support or assistance that's helping you. So if you needed some sort of support or assistance when it comes to getting away from this could be some help that's coming in for you. Now, maybe it's going to be by this King of Cups. This King of Cups could be offering you some sort of help. But with this Seven of Wands, you know, this is very interesting. Some of you could be defending yourself to this person. And then for other Geminis, you know, I feel like this is the energy that you're working with. Some of you will do whatever you have to do to leave this situation behind. And that's why we have this 8 of Pentacles energy, because, you know, you're working on this. You're not going to give up with this combination. You definitely have your mind set on something. And for some of you, you're definitely set on moving forward. And I definitely think you're going to do that. So it's a very interesting spread, definitely, Gemini. Some of you might have a lot going on in your life right now. If you can't resonate with this reading, please watch your other signs. Let me pull you an additional guidance card. Additional guidance for Gemini for this upcoming week. What else does Gemini need to know? Some of you definitely could be getting ready to use this sword to free yourself from something that's no longer serving you. Maybe someone lied. Maybe there was a situation involving 3 people for some of you. Interesting. Okay, so we have Ariel. New psychic and spiritual experiences are changing the way you view the world and yourself. Allow your spiritual gifts to open through study, prayer, and meditation. So no matter how you resonate with this spread, for some of you, I feel like you need to take time out to maybe be alone this week, maybe meditate if you like to meditate, because some of you are definitely going to be receiving some spiritual messages. And the only way for that to happen for some of you is for you to meditate, spend some time alone, definitely needing to clear your mind. From some of you have some distractions that are going on at the moment. Some of you could be growing spiritually, definitely. You could be becoming more spiritual, or, you know, you could be definitely becoming psychic, opening up more psychically for some of you. But I definitely feel like some of you definitely need to meditate, need to spend some time alone, pray if you pray, ask for that spiritual support. And again, if you can't resonate with this reading, definitely watch your other signs. Okay, Gemini? So I hope that you found this reading helpful. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. If you are interested in having a private reading, please check out northeasttarot.com. I want to wish you all a very Merry Christmas, and I hope you have a wonderful week. Take care.